Hey everyone, this is Rosemarie from the Unfinished Lesson. Today I'm going to show you how to use filters to sort through songs using Google Sheets on your iPad. Say you have a repertoire database. In my case, I have a level 1A repertoire database, and I want to find a song for a student, but there's over 350 of them. Way too long to search by hand. So I'm going to go to my top right hand corner, the three black dots, go down to create a filter, and here I all of a sudden have little green filters or funnels beside each of my columns. A lot of students at this stage, they end up struggling with landmark notes. So I want my student to focus on landmark note treble G. This is the one just above middle C. And in Piano Adventures, it would go Queen treble clef with the ruffle on her dress. So I'm going to press my green filter button, again just to the right of landmark note treble G, and it shows me this menu. I'm going to deselect blank, so it takes out the songs that do not have this landmark note, and then I'm just going to tap away from that. And it's showing me now all the songs that have treble G. But I also want my student to practice landmark note middle F. This is the one just below middle C, and in Piano Adventures, it's referred to as King bass clef with the buttons on his vest because the line is going through those dots. Once again, I'm going to select my filter, and then I'm going to deselect blank so it only shows me the notes that have these two landmark notes. Instead of having over 350 songs and counting, now all of a sudden, if I scroll through, I have much less. And if you didn't have all the books, then you could just use the ones you have. Or in my case, I'm actually going to go even smaller than this. I know that there's no rote or pre-reading pieces because those don't have a focus on the staff, but I want my student to start hands separately so that they are focused on that. So I'm going to deselect hands together, and now all of a sudden my list is even shorter. And I'll go through this list and determine what three choices I want to give my student based on what I think they might like, and then they're going to choose their favorite. Once they've mastered this at hands separate, I'm going to end up going back into my filter, and then I'm going to switch it to hands together. So selecting hands together, deselect hands separate, and all of a sudden my list has gotten even shorter. By the end of this, the student has had lots of choice, but I've also made sure that they've had plenty of practice with the concepts that I want them to have. Once you've selected the song that you want for your student or the song choices that you want for your students, you of course want to remove the filter so that you can go and do this again in a different way. So once again, I'm going to go up to my top right hand corner, those three black dots, and then just click remove filter. Once I've done that, it's going to show me that I have all of those songs available to me again. And it took so much less time than scrolling through and writing down all the songs that had those. Thanks for watching. Go to www.theunfinishedlesson.com for more ideas and to get access to the repertoire database that I showed in this tutorial video.